Good morning, survivors. Welcome back. I got the tunnel dug here finally. And I got it all the way over there. There's the forge. Forge is already going, melting stuff down. So it is going to be a wonderful, glorious day of building. Yes, that's what I'm going to be doing here. With day 7 coming up here, as much as I'd like to say screw it and, just get underground, at the same time, I don't want to do that because... No, I don't want to do that. I want to get rid of you. Let's make you. I want to start building on the base. Looting this early, aside from, finding the necessities, in my opinion, it's just kind of pointless. It's all going to be low-end stuff. Yeah, you might find some schematics that'll help, but really what I look for is to get the skills up, to get points going, so I can start picking up, the stuff I need so I can get to concrete, get to the workbench, and get myself going towards level 40 to get steel sooner rather than later. Now, if you guys, I don't know, I believe I've mentioned this before, but in order to get steel, you need to be level 40. That is the soonest you can get your toolsmithing level up to where it needs to be. Level 40 is where it unlocks, and because you need, let's look it up here real quick, steel smithing, toolsmithing 6. In order to get to level 6 on the toolsmithing, we'll jump up here, player level 40. So you've got a long way to go before you can have steel. Now the nice thing though is if you find steel, or even if you're playing multiplayer and someone you're playing with can make steel, they can give that to you. And if you have steel tools, or if you have a wrench, then you are able to repair those tools, because even though they require steel, you're fine, you've got it, you can still repair it. But you are not able to make it. You are not able to make the steel tool, if I remember correctly. Maybe you might. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I don't think... Maybe you can. Honestly, it's not something I have tried. So maybe I'm wrong, but I know, obviously without researching steel, you are not able to make it in a forge. So I know that I'm right on that one. So... if I'm off, and, even with 20 steel, yeah, you can make a steel pickaxe, hey, alright, I'm wrong, and knock yourselves out, So, I'm up this way a little bit, because although I'm going to build the base over there, I'm going to come up here a little bit, and I'm going to start setting up for the new horde base. The temporary horde base, that is. It's going to survive me for day 7, maybe day 14, we'll see how things go. But I want to set something up here. I'm going to go with a pillar design, and because, well, I really can't make any defenses, so, no point in really even hoping to get that. Even if I do get electronics open and whatnot, just not going to happen. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to need a lot of stone, and I'm going to need a lot of clay so I can make the cobblestone. I'm also going to have to make the frames, and I believe I still have to make frames. I'll have to double check, because I actually haven't made any cobblestone like that yet. But I don't want to go too far from the base. Ooh, AK-47 schematic. Thank you. I'll probably never use an AK-47, but hey, it's nice to have. So I'm just really just dilly-dallying, to be quite honest. Now, busting these are nice because you get iron and you get coal, as you see down there on the right. There's some nitrate, lead. You get a lot of goodies, but not a whole lot of stone. So if you're hoping to score a crap load of stone off of these, not going to be your best bet. Best bet would be just start up a mine shaft and go digging. And honestly, that's actually something I have planned to do. And let me demonstrate here real quick. Let me show you guys on the map. Of course, here's my bedroll. This is where I drop down. I picked this spot because of the huge clay deposit, which will be very nice. But see all this right here, all that gravel. That's a vein. That's a vein of ore that's down there, all the way down the bedrock. So if I open up a strip mine right there, I'm going to be set for days on iron. And if I make it all the way down the bedrock, I believe in this biome it's lead. Is that a pile right there? Yep. So there's lead right there. I'm going to be set, because that's what's going to be down at bedrock. Now, hopefully I can find a couple of veins of nitrate and coal. That way I can go ahead and produce all the gunpowder I might need. But that is also going to be a concern of mine, because as I zoom out, I did not go very far. This is the only biome I found. So, you know, finding a lot of sand, or not sand, I'm sorry, finding oil shale, a desert for oil shale to make my own fuel, that's going to be an issue. You know, finding the biomes that have coal, like a plains biome, or savanna. Yeah, it's probably a savanna more like. And then I think nitrate is still in the winter biome, or did that change? I honestly don't remember. But, you know, finding the biomes that I need so I can go ahead and get those resources is going to be kind of tricky. Although, I mean, granted, that is just a mountaintop. There could be some... That could be a winter biome over there. I'm not sure. Eventually I will find out. Hopefully I have a mini bike by then, because it'll make it a whole hell of a lot faster. So, speaking of changes though, not, you know, as I said, I'm, you know, not sure what changes happened here with the nitrate and where that's at. The game is going to be updating soon. Right now in beta, if you guys have opted still in for beta, you are probably on it as we speak. But as I record this right now, it is still, as you see in the upper right hand corner, Alpha 16.1. And so 16.2 is currently in the beta list, and it might cause me to reset my map. I'm not really looking forward to it. Moose shot me a message the other day and said, hey, you know, it's out. You know, it's in beta, and it looks like it's going to be a map reset. Which would really be unfortunate, really would, because he's on 4 different servers, and I'm on 3. Mine, his public one, or semi-public, and of course the multiplayer server. Oh, she's over there pounding on the rock. Okay, forget her. So, let me look over here as I beat on this clay. What are we getting here? Added. And this is where we're thinking we're probably going to have to reset. RWG prefab size check optimizations. Changes in hash getting from 2-string to 2-culture invariant string. I mean, I'm not going to... There's 4 of those that have to deal with real-world gen RWG. Hub cell pre-gen blocks and this and that, you know, and there's one other hub cell download block spawning the player in chunks until finished. So, I mean, it does sound like there's going to be some random world gen changes here, and Moose is a little concerned that we're going to have to restart the map because of these changes, and of course that's what I'm playing on here, is the random world gen, not Nazgame. So, I told him, you know what, let's play it by ear. Let's just wait and see what happens. You know, if we are going to have to change things up, or not. You know, if we can get away with rolling on it for at least another update or 2, hey, great. You know, maybe we can time it to where when the mod stuff finally comes out, Starvation or Vault mod, we can restart the map there, and then we don't have to worry about it. You know, if we're able to get through a couple of updates here without having to restart the map, that would be ideal. Not just for our game. I mean, we don't mind restarting the map, honestly. That's fine with me. I don't care. But for you guys who are watching, as well as on the live streams, yeah, it just kind of kills it, doesn't it? I mean, I learned my lesson. The series was doing so well for Alpha 15 for me, and then I had issues with the map not saving right and things like that. And I ended up having to restart my season 3 times. So, I'm sure that's not something, as my wife sees in the background, I'm sure that is not something you guys are really looking forward to. But, you know, welcome to alphas. You know, welcome to early alpha games here like this one, and, you know, stuff like that is bound to happen. So, but I will do what I can, hopefully, to hold off. If I start having issues with the map, then, yes, unfortunately, I will have to restart. It will still be on this game seed, so, you know, we'll see just exactly what I decide to do. I'm not going to revert everything back to where I left off and give my, you know, cheat in a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go that far. But, yeah, there is going to be, the seed is going to stay the same, and we'll see what changes. But, let's see, what else here? yeah, it doesn't look like they really added anything except for, you know, a couple of optimizations, things like that. They changed a few other things. Molotovs do less damage to players. Increased drop chance of quests and treasure maps, which I really don't care about, but I guess some people love them. Increased damage on, or decreased damage on auto turrets. Increased low-end damage on the iron pickaxe, or iron fire axe. Lowered resource costs for basic wood building blocks. Animals do not drop gore blocks, which is a good thing. And personally, it's not just good for servers, but I think it's good for in the game. It's been a theory of mine, and I really haven't tested it. It's just something I've kind of thought about and then forgotten 30 seconds later. But I always try to take out the gore blocks when I kill an animal, because I just get the feeling that that gore block there is still considered an animal, and that's why others don't spawn. Now, I know others have had issues with that, you know, animals not spawning enough and whatnot, and there's ways around that, and I know I've changed it on the server. I haven't changed it here, but it's just me. I'm not really concerned about it. But, you know, that is an issue, and I guess it causes lag, if I've heard that correctly. All the gore blocks still staying around, and I know on my server, the oh, hello. Don't want it. Go away. I'm busy. After Horde Night, within a game day, all the bodies were gone. You know, I'm sitting here and it's just painted, because I have the auto turrets on my building, and it's just bodies painted all along here like this, and they're like 10 rows deep of zombies, you know, zombie bodies, and you know, I was taking my time getting around to cleaning them up, and you know, making repairs, refilling shotgun shells and the shotgun turrets, things like that. And I'm like, okay, now I'm ready to go ahead and start clearing these bodies. And I go up there, and they're all gone. All of them. There had to be like 30 bodies there, at least. And they're all gone. So there is a despawn time on them. I didn't think it was going to be that soon, but yes, there is. But, you know, I always try to take out the gore blocks for the animals. I always try to do that. But it looks like at least they're going away, you know. But now we're not going to have to worry about them. So if you were one that didn't normally do it, well, you're safe now. No one can yell at you for it because they removed it. Finally, increase the shotgun damage mostly on lower quality guns. So that is pretty much what they're looking to do here with this update. I see people all around me here. Yeah, I'm gonna go kill you. I figured you were gonna find me eventually. You were ugly anyway, you didn't need that head. You had mechanical parts, so I like you. I really don't care for the business suits. I mean, what does it do here? Look at that. It's just a freaking business suit and it's insulation plus 30. You gotta be kidding me. That's nuts. Oh, I'll definitely take that glue. I'm not gonna huff it though. That is bad. That is bad, kids. Do not huff glue. As Mr. Mackey would say, drugs are bad, okay? Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff they fixed as well, and then there seems to be a growing list of things they know that are issues, and they just haven't gotten around to fixing, or they haven't been able to fix. And one of them, and the list, I would have to scroll down here, and I'm not able to, but one of them, the top one, is they know there's an issue, but they're not going to be able to do anything until Alpha 17. So I will put this link in the description for you guys to read if you are interested, so you can see what the notes are for the Alpha 16.2 update. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see here just what exactly is going to happen with our random gen maps. So yeah, but screw it, I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay. Yep, cobblestone rocks, okay. flagstone pillar. I'll start off with the flagstone, because then I can just upgrade it, right? That's... Oh, I can't craft it. Why? Oh, I haven't made any yet. Minor detail. So I'm going to do 10. And this is just a test, so I'm going to put this one right there, okay? And upgrade. What do I not have? Oh, I guess I need more. There we go. That's how I can upgrade it, and of course that goes to concrete after that. So, 1,500 on the hit points. That'll work. Now the question is, do I just want to say screw it and make it right here in the road? No, because I want to dig out a little bit. So maybe I'll go right here. Yeah, because I'm thinking I'll dig this out. And it's not going to be a big one. So let's see, how many of these can I make? Screw it. Let's make it 15 minutes on that. That will probably be the rest of the episode there too. Holy crap. I can't do anything with quicker crafting. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cancel that out. Scrap that. Let's get these made up. Baby steps. Let's just do 500. Now, after this first horde here, unless I absolutely have to do it, that is when I will start looting. I'll try to do as much as I can, if not all of it on camera, because hopefully this building will withstand the day 7 and day 14 hordes, and might even have to withstand the day 21. Because unless things go just that well, I do not see myself being able to get my base built adequately enough to the point where I feel safe with being in it. Alright, so let's start digging some stuff up here, shall we? Don't want to go too far. Yeah, right up here, this clay pit right here will be fine. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm digging up I'm not going to actually put it right here. I'm going to do a couple of layers of spikes. So they're going to have to go through quite a bit to get to my base. I think 3 layers should be enough. I'll do wood spikes, and maybe I'll upgrade them to scrap iron. We'll see. Unfortunately, after you go too far into scrap iron, they do not revert back to wood. So once the base level of scrap iron spike is gone, that is it. But I'm thinking of at least 2 layers of spikes all the way around. I'll probably just do like a 10 by 10 pillar. Nothing fancy. Just to get the job done. I also like digging this part up because I'm getting that sand, which is really going to help. I don't have to end up using a whole crap load of stone in a mixer to get sand. So digging up these gravel points, which is going to be great if I start digging down that vein, I'll get gravel for days, which is going to be a nice source of stone and a nice source of sand. It's not going to be something to write home about, you know, a huge amount, but it's definitely, any little bit's going to help. Now, this is the downside to being on a hill. Yeah, I don't like this. That looks awful. Still going. Alright, okay. So, do I have anything I can put down? No, I don't. That seems like it's too much. Start out with 60 just for the hell of it. Something's better than nothing. Let's replant some trees. I keep on looking at that pillar, this one over here, thinking it's a zombie coming up behind me. This is definitely something I'll have to do overnight. Good enough. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, that breaks now. Alright, so there's my 10. Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn, these wood frames are all over the freaking place. I'm gonna have to fill this in here. This is not, yeah, this is ugly. Now these, here's what I'm going to do. Hold down R. That brings up this little menu. Click on Advanced. There you go. You can turn them over. That is how you turn these over. And the main reason you turn these over is just because that way they're not bobbing up and down when they go over the spikes. So they'll still get damage. And I mean, to me, it's just messed up. But, you know, that's just the way it works. So now I'll go that far on upgrading them. After that, they turn into full scrap metal spikes. So if you go one level, at least you can still revert back to the base form of spike that you see here. And if you go up to this level here, that's as far as you can go before they turn into full scrap metal spikes. So this is basically how it's going to end up looking here. Is I'm the 10 wide. It's a 10 by 10 with at least 2 rows here. And I'm probably, you know, let's try a couple plates. Wood plate. Ah, see the way everything. I'm not liking that. I'm not too sure about that, folks. I think I might have to excavate a little more than I thought. Yep. Yeah, I am. I'm probably gonna have to knock all these out, go down one more level. And the same for over here. And keep it level all the way around. So this side is gonna be below ground level up here. Because I don't even think this whole thing feels like it's still sloping up. Crap. Alright, I got some work to do, I guess. A lot of work to do. Where's the surveyor when you need him? So, all that's gonna have to go. Because it needs to be... Well, these will have to go too. Because the spike will be right there. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, well. Live and learn, right? Unfortunately, all these have to go. At least I am getting some wood back. Gee, I think I'm gonna run out, though. I gotta be careful. I gotta manage it real well. Come on, construction tools. Go up a little bit more so I can do more damage. This being below level isn't going to be a big deal, though. They'll come running across the road if they come this way, or from the east. They'll just come in and they'll drop right down on the spikes, and they'll be fine, you know. As long as they're not running past it. So if they come running from this way, up this way, and they're bypassing, you know, if I get one of the wandering hordes, for example, that could be an issue, because they could end up digging right into the ground. Now we got 8 steel or iron back on that one. Finally, last one. There, we just dig this out. Let me take a moment and get my stamina back. You know, none of this would probably be an issue, though, if I'd gone... No, yeah, it still would have been. Instead of going this way, I went that way. But there was no way of knowing that this ridge was going to form here. The plus side, I'm digging up clay. Exactly what I want. It's better than dirt. Alright, well that'll do for now. There we go, get out of there. Time to run back, get some water, down to 14%, get some chow. I've got some meat back there, so I can go ahead and cook something up here. I've got some eggs as well, so maybe I'll do some bacon and eggs. Nope, I already have some, so I'm going to go ahead and eat, get myself refilled, and then probably start on mining. And like I had mentioned, I'm going to go and get one more bite. What am I just doing? What did I just do? Oh, I unfavored it. Okay. So yeah, I'll probably start this way, or maybe I'll start right here. Yeah, I'll probably start right here. And I'll just dig straight out that way, and that will get me into the gravel. I'll also start digging down a little bit as well, so I can get into the gravel, start getting some iron, because I really could use more iron. So that is my plan for overnight tonight, and then when I come back tomorrow, I will be working on that base yet again. Hopefully get some, I'm going to get the spikes down first before I start messing with the pillars. And so that is my game plan for day 5. So that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Take it easy.